When you're in the party, bumping that beat. 666 with a princess streak. I'm everywhere, I'm so Julia. Bumping that. That city silver, that's the vibe, internationally recognized. I set the tone, it's my design, and it's stuck in your mind. Legacy is undebated, you gon' jump if AG made it. If you love it, if you hate it, I don't fucking care what you think. Drop down, yeah, the camera flash on, so stylish, baby tears all gone. Drop down, yeah, looking like an icon, work angles, yeah. Yeah, 360, when you're in the mirror, do you know what you see? When you're in the mirror, you're just looking at me. I'm everywhere, I'm so Julia. When you're in the party, bumping that beat. 666 with a princess streak. I'm everywhere, I'm so Julia. Bumping that. Bumping that. Bumping that. Bumping that. Bumping that.
Beth, I hear you calling, but I can't come home right now. Me and the boys are playing, and we just can't find a sound. Just a few more hours, and I'll be right home to you. I think I hear them calling. Oh, Beth, what can I do? Beth, what can I do? You say you feel so empty, that our house just ain't a home, that I'm always somewhere else, and you're always there alone. Just a few more hours, and I'll be right home to you. I think I hear them calling. Oh, Beth, what can I do? Beth, what can I do? Beth, I know you're lonely, and I hope you'll be alright, 'cause me and the boys will be playing all night.
Happy in the haze of a drunken hour, but heaven knows I'm miserable now. I was looking for a job and then I found a job, and heaven knows I'm miserable now in my life. Why do I give valuable time to people who don't care if I live or die? Two lovers entwined pass me by, and heaven knows I'm miserable now. I was looking for a job and then I found a job, and heaven knows I'm miserable now in my life. Oh, why do I give valuable time to people who don't care if I live or die? Of me at the end of the day, Caligula would have blushed. Oh, you've been in the house too long, she said, and I naturally fled. In my life, why do I smile at people who I'd much rather kick in the eye? I was happy in the haze of a drunken hour, but heaven knows I'm miserable now. Oh, you've been in the house too long, she said, and I naturally fled. In my life, oh, why do I give valuable time to people who don't care if I live or die?
Your tongue or have it cut from your head. Save your life by keeping whispers unsaid. Children roam the streets, now orphans of war. Bodies hanging in the streets to adore. Oil flames will cover pounding chaos, bringing daylight to the night. Death is riding in the town with armor. rights. Hail to the King. Hail to the world. Kneel to the crown. Stand in the sun. Hail to the King. Blood is spilled while holding keys to the throne. Born again, but it's too late to atone. No mercy from the edge of the blade. Dare escape and learn the price to be paid. Let the water flow with shades of red now. Arrows black out all the light. Death is riding into town with armor. They come to grant you your rights. Hail to the King. Hail to the world. Kneel to the crown. Stand in the sun. Hail to the King. There's a taste of fear when the henchmen call. Iron fist to tame them. Iron fist to claim it all. Hail to the King. Hail to the world. Kneel to the crown. Stand in the sun. Hail to the King. Hail to the world. Kneel to the crown. Stand in the sun. Hail to the King.
This time is the last time that I'll ever call her name. This time is the last time that I'll ever play her game. And this time is the last time that I'll endure this pain. 'Cause this time is the last time she'll ever hurt me again. I tell myself each morning that we're through, but every night I see that it's not true. I this time is the last time that I'll endure this pain. 'Cause this time is the last time she'll ever hurt me again. Come on, hard lips, make believe we're fine. We'll both agree the pain's just in our mind. I close my eyes and try not to hear the things I'll say when she appears to haunt me. And this time is the last time that I'll ever call her name. This time is the last time that I'll ever play her game. And this time is the last time that I'll endure this pain. 'Cause this time is the last time she'll ever hurt me again. Yeah, this time is the last time she'll ever hurt me again.
Our CBS poll finds that a majority of Americans, 53%, approve of the job he's doing. That's a better approval number than he ever reached during his first term in the White House. Joining us with more is our Executive Director of Elections and Surveys, Anthony Salvanto. Good to see you, Anthony. What's driving this?
I will keep it simple, Margaret. He is doing, in the eyes of the public, what he said he would do in the campaign. There's political value in that. In fact, 70% of people say he's doing what he promised. That's whether they approve of him or not. Now, there's another part of this that continues over from the campaign. There were words that he was described as being tough, being energetic, and he still is today in big majority numbers. So as people take a look in these first few weeks, there's been a lot of activity. They're getting that general sense of governance, and that's being reflected in these early numbers.
So that's perception. What about the actual policies?
Well, let's start with the ones that are popular. And again, these echo a lot of what we saw in the campaign. The idea of deporting those in the country illegally continues to be popular. We saw that in the campaign. Sending troops to the U.S.-Mexico border, again, majority in favor. We'd seen that in the campaign. For his supporters in particular, the focus on ending DEI is popular. We had seen in the campaign a lot of them thought those processes had gone too far.
Well, we're back again. You've been lying your ass off for about a month now. Well, you've been doing it for a lot longer, but you've been lying, and it's not working. The approval rating just keeps going up. It's not working. Do y'all ever have a meeting, like a team meeting? Huddle, go into the huddle. If the shit doesn't work anymore. Nobody's listening to that shit. They're stealing our data. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody. What are you talking about? None of it even makes sense. Hurry up and go audit the CIA and shut all that bullshit down so we can stop seeing fucking anonymous accounts pop up and say we're gonna leak the you better turn over the data. You better turn over the data. We're gonna fucking do. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You think this 19-year-old fucking You think these 19-year-olds Elon put in there to audit this fucking... You think they can't hack shit? You think they're fucking scared of you people? You know how intelligent these people are? You know how fucking smart you gotta be 19 and fucking... You're in there auditing the fucking government. They brought you in because you're a fucking genius. You're a child genius. And then some fucking faggot who's too scared to even show his face wears a fucking mask from a movie. Saw a movie and went, you know what I mean? Like, saw a movie and lost their fucking mind. Started wearing faggot little masks and shit. Hey, we're in V for Vendetta. We're in V. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're a bunch of fags. That's what you are. Hate to break it to you. Nobody gives a fuck about Anonymous. Nobody gives a fuck about these people. We're not in the age of be a fucking coward and hide your face fucking coward shit. That's over with. So that coward shit's gone. We're leading the revolution. No, you're not. You're not doing shit. You're a pussy. Hiding in the... Like I said, it's probably the fucking CIA. They'll go in there and audit that, shut a bunch of that shit down, and all this shit will stop. You won't see no Anonymous account no more. You won't see it no more. You'll say, what happened to Anonymous? Oh, they shut it down. That was the CIA. It's all the fucking CIA. It's all fucking FBI, CIA. It's insane. And they're shutting all that shit down. You're going to see less of it. There's going to be less weird fucking guys that pop up and they're like, hey guys, we ought to go get violent. We ought to go do... You're like, what? What's this guy talking about? That's an FBI agent. They're firing all them motherfuckers. Oh, here's the big news of the day. They're bringing in Ron Paul to audit the Fed. So who gives a fuck? By the way, eggs skyrocketed today to $5.49, up from $4.19. Insane jump on eggs. 18 count is $8 fucking dollars and like 19 cents or some shit. It's nuts. It's fucking nuts. Little 6 count egg, $4.29. That's insane. Insane. People are telling me it's got something to do with Biden killing the chickens. I don't fucking know. I don't know what it is, but get that egg price down. It keeps skyrocketing. Through the roof. What happened to that fucking tweet? Eggs flew. I seen it today. I said, holy shit. There's an egg shortage, though, for real. There's definitely an egg shortage because we barely, like, the egg section is almost constantly damn near empty. It's insane. Usually you can get it filled up, looking good, but no, we ain't had no Eggland Best or that shit been out of stock for like 2 weeks. And even like the big 18 count eggs, there ain't even any in there. We got a bunch of dozen. We got a lot of the dozens, but that's it. The rest of that shit, there's an egg shortage. So that's probably got something to do with it. You gotta get that egg price down, though. Eggs just be 80 cents. The fuck happened? What happened? Is it Trump's fault? Did he do it? Hell's going on? Bringing in Ron Paul to audit the Fed, though. Federal Reserve. It's happening. It's fucking happening. Motherfuckers been talking about it for decades. It's happening. Elon Musk said, you remember when y'all was crying about Elon Musk crying? Why don't y'all stop fucking crying? Shut the fuck up.
President Trump and Elon Musk are taking on their biggest target yet, the top of the capstone, the private, secretive, run-for-profit Federal Reserve. And Elon Musk says he's tapping, President Trump is tapping former Congressman Ron Paul to become the new head of the Federal Reserve, but bare minimum, lead the investigation at Doge into this criminal organization. We are truly making America great again. But first, to do that, we have to take America back. Here's my detailed report.
Would you ever be an advisor for him if Trump got in there and put Elon in charge of looking for wasteful spending? Would you help him if he asked you?
Oh, I would. But it would be, everybody would know what I believe.
Yeah.
There'd be no secrets.
For any doubters out there, it is now 100% clear that President Trump, Elon Musk, and their team are 100% committed to restoring our republic and draining the swamp. They are doing it in just the first 21 days, and the swamp is going totally insane, calling for violence. Members of Congress, big Democrat Baptist preachers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're at a crisis in this country.
We are not going to sit around while you go
Look at
ahead
the sign.
and desecrate our Constitution.
Look at that sign they got.
Will not
Nobody. What was that other
take
sign they
this.
had?
We will fight.
We are not going to sit. We are not going
What's
to
this
sit
motherfucker got?
around
Stop the
while
billionaires.
you go ahead and desecrate.
Nobody elected Elon. They keep saying that dumb, ignorant ass shit. I'm telling you, these people have never been more defeated ever. They don't even have talking points. They really do not have talking points. They have nothing to say. Like, nobody elected Elon. Like, we elected Trump. Here, hey, retard. It's like they're little children, and you just got to sit them down. You're not even mad at them anymore. You're not mad at them. They're not really saying anything anymore. They're just saying the dumbest, childish shit. And so you just say, we elected Trump. Trump said over and over he was going to put Elon in charge of finding waste in government, cutting the spending. We did elect Trump. We elected Elon in a way. Yes, we did. We elected Trump. Trump said Elon was going to be in the cabinet, and this is exactly what they said he was going to do. Now, why would we be mad about him doing exactly what he said? That's what I voted for. They keep telling me I didn't vote for this. No, I definitely voted for that. I didn't think they'd actually do a lot of this shit, but they are. They're going above and beyond the shit I thought they was going to be doing. So why would I be mad? Why would I be upset? They can't guilt trip you. They can't use emotions, and they can't do nothing. They're dying for some little kid to get deported. They're dying for something. And let me tell you, that ain't going to work either. I don't give a shit about that either. A kid's going to cry. Family's getting deported. Kid's going to cry. Kid not going to go. That's, I don't mean nobody's abusing the fucking kid. If I broke the law, which these people broke the fucking law. If I broke the damn law and the cops came and got me and my kid saw it and was crying and shit, well, that's, whose fault is that? It's my fucking fault. Ain't the fucking government's fault for doing its goddamn job and deporting my ass. I ain't supposed to be here. I stuck in the mother. You know what I mean? This shit is childish. You fucking snuck in. I told you that when you elected Biden, I told you, number one, the prices were going to go up because y'all don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're going to fuck everything up. And things are going to get serious. People are going to be thinking about going to war, dying in a fucking war. They're going to be paying these prices. They're going to have to get a second job, all this shit. And they ain't going to be playing your games. No, they ain't going to give a fuck. And we're at that point. And the eggs are $5.29. And it's your fault. You killed those chickens. See, it's your fault. It's your goddamn fault. We're supposed to play pretend. But we're not going to. You killed the chickens. You voted for that guy. Your fucking fault. Now hush. Hush. When are they going to realize nobody gives a fuck? Look at them all standing there. They're mad as hell. They're mad as fuck. The people didn't vote for this. The people literally voted for this. This was talked about in the campaign. Oh, Elon Musk has more followers on X than Trump. Okay, I can assure you people knew that if they voted for Trump, Elon was going to do this shit. They knew it. So hush. Just hush. Come up with some talk. They ain't got nothing.
Our Constitution,
And it's always a loud black woman screaming, howling and shit. That's what the Democratic Party is. Loud and wrong. That's what they are. Loud and wrong.
will not take.
So of course it's a black woman. Women are usually wrong to begin with. But black women, I mean, they voted for Biden. They voted for Kamala. I mean, they're wrong as shit. They don't know what the hell's going on. They don't even listen to black men. They don't listen to nobody. That's why they're dating, they're dating the cuffed out white guys because the black men ain't dating them. Black men don't want them. I guarantee this woman right here, white husband, white boyfriend. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. There's no way. There's no way a black man's, it's just not happening.
This, we will fight back.
And I will say to you, beloved, no one likes violence, but sometimes violence is necessary.
See, they sending the black people out saying, hey, go get violent. Tell them to get violent. Tell the blacks to go burn the CVS down. The blacks ain't burning the CVS. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's listening to this shit no more.
You got another thought coming, we're gonna stop you right now.
And goddamn it, shut down the Senate.
When Elon Musk forces
That
his
man.
way into the United States Treasury and threatens to steal your personal information and your Social Security check,
Who threatened any of that shit? Just making shit up. Just making fucking shit up.
sometimes the devil will act so
The lies don't even, the lies they're telling, there's no truth to it. It's just complete made up shit. Just delusional fear mongering. He's breaking in there. He's going to steal your check. Look, they're not going to come in and cut your check off because that's bad optics for the administration. That don't make Trump look good. Trump's riding a high right now. So Trump's just going to do things that people like. There's plenty of spending to cut that's a bunch of bullshit, and people will cheer when he cuts it. So he doesn't have to go after the food stamp. He don't have to worry about that. There's plenty of money to cut. And Elon don't need to steal the money. He's the richest man in the world. Give me a break. He's got to steal the money. He's got to get more money. On paper, he's the richest man. And there's probably some kings or some shit richer than him. I mean, there's no proof that he's routing this money to his bank account or whatever the fuck they're talking about. They're delusional. Just making up crazy shit. They've become the conspiracy theorists. That's what's happened. It's flipped. They are now the crazy conspiracy theorists. They're flipping out of the government. Oh, they love the government. And some guy's coming in there and he's like, we're going to get rid of a bunch of this shit. We're going to fire a bunch of these clowns. We're going to shrink the government down. And they're like, oh my God. Oh my God. They're panicking about what? About what the fuck are you worried about? It's a dictatorship. It's a fucking... What was it before? Was you living under? You thought you was free? You had all this. You being spied on. The FBI was trying to entrap you on message boards. They were, you were just trying. You were looking at memes and they were trying to entrap. Hey, you ever think about getting a gun? You're like, what? Anybody that's constantly telling you to buy a gun is kind of suspect on here because it's like, Jesus, man. Hey, you thought about getting a gun? Hey, man, you should get a gun. Relax, guy, with the guns. Good Lord.
ugly that you have no other choice but to get violent and fight.
They are dismantling the federal government.
Fight for what, though? Fight for what? For you to have Sesame Street in Iraq and all this other shit they're cutting? And why would anybody give a shit? This is who they got. Some old ass lady with purple hair. This bitch look like a drug.
There is power
Oh,
in
God.
fighting back. Power.
When the people fight, we win. When the people fight,
The people voted for what Elon's doing. This is all so fucking gay. Don't they realize that? With their gay little chants and all this bullshit. So fucking fake. That's why you lost to Trump. Because you're inauthentic. You come up with these little, when the people fight, you're not the people. You're a goddamn crooked ass politician. Been in power for fucking decades. Robbing and stealing. Somehow you live in a mansion. You got all this money. How'd you get it? Nobody knows. Well, we do know. We do know. It's the same reason you're out there fucking screaming about Elon. Because you've been stealing the tax money. I've been saying this for years. They're stealing the tax money. They're just stealing shit. They're just stealing the taxes. They're just doing that. That's what's happening. Been happening for a long time. And they take your tax dollars and do crazy shit with it. I read something earlier. They were funding trans animals. They were trying to transition gender shit. The gender shit. Transition animals. And people was talking about it, and they liberals was once again pretending it's not happening. It's so fucking, it's hilarious. No, they spent millions of dollars on this research to transition animals. These poor animals experimented on. That's real. So people can't believe it. They can't imagine. Nah, ain't nobody doing that. Yeah, they're doing that. I mean, they're just saying Elon. I mean, they're so defeated. I just see them on Twitter going, Elon's just making this shit up. He's just making it up. Okay, well, you guys are freaking out about something. You guys are saying he's cutting spending because you keep saying this is the people's money and he's da 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 da. So what did he cut? Notice they ain't got no specifics. What did he cut? That's why I want to get one of them in here. Because it's so funny. Like, I just want to hear him explain to me what you're mad about. What did Elon cut? They can't back up the data shit, and we still in the data and all that. They ain't got nothing to back that bullshit up. That's all bullshit. So it's just going to boil down to, well, what did they cut? That's where their argument's going to go. Well, he's cutting spending. Congress voted on it. Now, okay, what did he cut? What did he cut that you're freaking out about? They ain't got nothing. What program did he get rid of that you're having a fucking hissy fit about? Name it. I mean, everybody realizes these people are just mad. Everybody knows why this bitch is mad and all these motherfuckers are mad. Because they was stealing the money. Every single one of them motherfuckers standing there was stealing the money. Look at that black man right there. He's looking like, stealing the money. I was stealing the money. Look at that Asian man. That Asian man right there. And they know they going to some of that money they was counting on getting, they're not getting it no more. They had some money there that was getting funneled to them, and it's gone. That's why they're out there panicking. Talking about your fucking data. It's the funniest shit. As if these people ever cared about your fucking data. They've been selling your goddamn data for. They've been selling you out for decades. They don't give a shit about your data. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. What a joke.
we win.
And we are going to keep at it. We're going to keep at it legally. We're going to keep at it legislatively, but we're
I love too how they're just
also
defying
going to
a
keep.
court order because the court was like, you can't go in there and audit the government. You can't do this. And they're just like, yeah, we can. Fuck you. Some fucking liberal judge was like, no. And they're like, do something about it. Do something. Come do something about it. And they're not going to do a goddamn thing about it. It's fucking hilarious. Like, people voted for Trump to just do the shit. You understand? People realize that it's not going to be easy. They don't want it to happen. So you're just going to have to do it. We elected a guy that's just going to fucking do it. And he don't give a shit. We don't give a shit. So cry all day about it. Cry all day about it. Defy every court order, I say. Just do it. Fuck them. Fuck all their bullshit. And their crime. What are they, you know, what are we protesting here? What are we fucking, they just look fucking ridiculous. He's in there like cutting waste and shit. He's on Twitter like talking about the shit he's cutting. Like, look at this shit. They're giving people college education over in this random ass country and we're paying for it. It's like, I'm getting rid of that. And people are like, yeah, get rid of that. Wow. Why the fuck? And then they're panicking on TV like, oh my God, fucking die. Who cares? He's defying the court order. Nobody cares. I bet if you ran one of your little polls, you would find a majority of people agree with defying that court order and saying, fuck them. Fuck them. Why don't you send the police in there and go get Elon and go get Trump? Why don't you go get them? You ain't going to do shit. The jig is up. Everybody realizes you're not going to do shit. You done tried to kill the motherfucker. He don't care. He don't give a shit. So you're going to have to try to kill him again. And if you succeed, you're fucked then too. You're fucked. I already said the best course of action for these retards is just to go sit down somewhere. Now this retard here and these other retards, they can't because they're criminals. They're corrupt as shit. And they got money coming from all this. That's why they're making a fuss. But why would a regular ass person give a shit? Why would I give a fuck that they're cutting all this spending for these college? Fuck some guy getting a college education over in Burma. I don't give a fuck about that. Cut that shit. I wish they'd take this guy's paycheck and fucking rip it apart and fire his ass. I don't give a fuck about his paycheck. And, oh, they're firing the federal workers. Oh, hey, nobody gave a fuck when they were firing people for COVID shit. None of you gave a fuck when they were, we don't have you can't be a coal miner no more. People lose their jobs all the time. I remember arguing with people saying that shit. Yeah, people lose their jobs all the time. During COVID, yeah, people lose their job. People got to get new jobs. It's just the way it is. Okay, we'll get a new job. You don't work for the government no more. You got to get a new job. And goddamn, they gave you, imagine it. Imagine if your job came to you and they were like, listen, we want you to quit. We're going to give you 8 months pay. 8 months of pay. We're going to give you a check for that. And you just go ahead and go on home. Oh, awesome. I'm leaving. Why not? Plenty of time to find another job. You got 8 months of pay. Just handed to you. And you can just go get another job immediately and just put that shit in the bank. And don't you have skills? No, none of these people have any skills, apparently. They're freaking out. They're like, what am I gonna do? I guess you're gonna have to go work at McDonald's or something. These people crack me up. They go, what am I gonna do? Just go get it. It's not even hard. Go apply at places and get a job. Quit crying. What are you gonna do? Nobody feels sorry for you. Nobody gives a shit. All these people with fake government jobs, all these fake jobs. I'm a DEI rep. I rep DEI. So I come in and I explain to people about diversity and shit like that. But these people can't explain what the fuck they do. I have talks about racism and try to explain to the clients about racism and the employees. I talk to them about diversity and inclusion. Why the fuck do we need that? All these fake jobs, and you went to college, and I've been talking about this for years. You went to college, you got a fake degree for a fake fucking job, and it's over now. Nobody wants your diversity and inclusion and all that bullshit. It's over now. Trump's going scorched earth, and Elon's done with him too. You shouldn't have tried to kill Trump. You shouldn't have. You shouldn't have came at Elon Musk so hard and transitioned his son and all this weird shit you did. It's over. I used to talk about this all the time. That there'll be a guy and his child will be transitioned, and he may even go along with it at first, but he'll catch on eventually that this is something is up. This is not right, and he'll be rich and he'll be powerful and he'll put a stop to it. And that, lo and behold, that turned out to be the richest man in the world. Funny how that works. The richest man on the planet, not just a rich man, the richest. Well, as far as we know. That Saudi prince probably got more than anybody. And now it's over. All that's over too. And they're freaking out that Trump banned the child surgeries that they told me didn't happen. But now they're filing lawsuits. Um, yeah, they're filing lawsuits saying, hey, we should be able to have it. We're trying to give these kids their surgeries and we can't. So the cat's out of the bag on that. See, these people are stupid. They don't think about anything. They're just dumb. Their brains don't work right. So they don't seem to understand that they told everybody this wasn't happening. And it's like I was listening to somebody's podcast. They can't remember what it was, but they were like, if it's not happening, then it's not a big deal anyway if we ban it. If it's, something that rarely happens, then we'll just get rid of it. And, barely anyone's affected by it anyway because you just said it's not happening. So there's no need for a freak out about something that may affect maybe 2 or 3 people. Who gives a shit? We're going to worry about that. The gay stuff is over. Like, it's all over. It's all over. There ain't going to be a Pride Month this year. Nobody gives a shit. There'll be some liberal Pride Month where we're the resistance and but everyone's just going to laugh at them. You're clowns. When are you going to accept it?
Keep at it in terms of the grassroots. We're going to fight it in the courts.
Oh, brother.
And we're going to fight it in the streets.
This man is un-American as far as my definition of America is.
Oh, God.
I rise to announce that I will bring articles of impeachment against the president for dastardly deeds proposed and dastardly deeds done.
We've got to be here. This is our country. This is not Elon Musk's country. This is not Trump's country. This is our country. We are at war. Thank you.
Notice all the black people got to say some like violent ass shit. Ain't that weird? I don't know what that's about. But like every black person said some violent shit, like some form of like, the last woman was like, we're at war. Damn. Damn. You gotta relax, lady. Don't you understand? We're at war. These people have lost their mind. But nobody has time to care because you fucked the economy up. So nobody's got time to really care too much about it. They listen to it, they hear about it, they laugh at it, but they ain't got time to really argue with you. It's even the liberals, you know, they don't even have that. They don't even have time to really melt down because you see a lot of videos like they're in their car, they're on break from work, they're at work constantly. They need the money. They fuck the economy up. So they go out in their car and they go, "Oh my god!" And that's the end of that.
We're going to see major violence. We're already seeing it. They really do want to have a violent uprising and civil war in this country. And that's what Raskin and Carville and others said just a few months ago. They said, if Trump wins, we're going to have civil war conditions. We're going to have an armed uprising by black Americans against Trump.
If these young black men, how do you think they're going to do? If you're a young black male and Trump inspired army roundup of people, how well do you think you're going to do in that? Do you think you got nothing to lose? How about looking at American history for one time and see what can happen here? And they are telling you, we're not making this up. This is not, we can be fact-checked by anybody. They have promised military roundup. They've promised the gates of hell will rain on the enemies. The Supreme Court has green-lighted it.
You know, they want to kick it to Congress, so it's going to be up to us on January 6, 2025 to tell the rampaging Trump mobs that he's disqualified. And then we need bodyguards for everybody and civil war conditions, all because...
Well, what's really happening is the money is being cut off to these groups, and they're in total panic mode. But last Friday, and they made more announcements today, Trump directed Elon Musk and his Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, to go after the private run-for-profit Federal Reserve and to audit it. Well, the Federal Reserve has resisted calls to be audited before, and it's private, and only an act of Congress created it or can remove it. And so this confrontation of all the confrontations that are happening is the one that is going to be the most dramatic and, quite frankly, probably the most important, because if you think the CIA being 747 was bad, or them having a coup over Kennedy in 63 was bad, or 9/11 being used for a police state, and the COVID tyranny, that was all huge and was the establishment trying to get more power and control while they loot the people. But 1913 is when the private foreign-owned Federal Reserve was passed by Congress on Christmas Eve, and it's never been audited since then, and believes it's above the law. You saw Jerome Powell, right after Trump got elected a few months ago, saying, I'm not going to listen to any orders from him. He has no power over me. We've heard Alan Greenspan say it. They've all said it. I remember Ben Bernanke wouldn't tell Congress where $500 billion went that he shipped to Europe.
Who got the money?
To financial institutions in Europe and other countries.
Which ones?
I don't know.
$500 billion, and you don't know who got the money?
The loan went to the loans go to the central banks, and they then put them out to their institutions to try to bring down short-term interest rates in dollar markets around the world.
Well, let's start with which central banks got the money.
There are 14 of them, which are listed I'm sure they're listed in here somewhere.
These people are arrogant. So if you think U.S. aid, with its tens of billions, hundreds of billions of stolen, is bad, that is only a small part of what's going on. So the big push today by Charlie Kirk and others to have Ron Paul be the new head of the Federal Reserve, not just abolish it, but nationalize it, sent shockwaves across the internet. And Elon Musk has previously said he would like to have Ron Paul head up the DOGE investigation of the private run-for-profit Federal Reserve. For those that don't know, Ron Paul is really
a matter of time they
modern
start trying to
history
kill
since
him again.
Lindbergh,
They're going to try to kill him.
opposed the creation of it, so they kidnapped and killed his baby, Senator Lindbergh. Ron Paul, though, in modern history is the number one opponent of the run-for-profit private Federal Reserve that was ever in Congress. Of course, Deborah Griffin
and probably
wrote the book on it, Creature from Jekyll Island. But now, today, Elon Musk came out and responded to Charlie Kirk and said, absolutely, he should be
audit
the
everybody
head of the Federal Reserve.
They got something up their
and
sleeve.
if Congress doesn't repeal the act or nationalize it, then obviously, bare minimum, the investigation in the meantime should be headed up by Congressman Ron Paul. So this is such an exciting moment
Right
for
now, they're
America,
trying
and
to
the
get
world's
people
going
to
to
like
retake
maybe
our
maybe people to
sovereignty
go out and
and look at
riot or
how far
something.
we've come from just Ron Paul
That's
being
not
Dr.
working.
No,
Nobody's doing
the
that.
one
Nobody gives a
lone
shit.
voice in Congress, even exposing the private run for profit Federal Reserve. I remember being on air 30 years ago and telling people the Federal Reserve was private, and they thought I was making it up. Hey, look, the name is federal. Of course, I was blessed, grew up in a family that was aware of this. I remember being 5 years old and hearing, both my grandfathers and my dad and uncles, all talk about it. So a lot of informed Americans have been aware of this forever, but that was a tiny percentage, maybe 2%. Now the majority know it, and they're not even denying it. And the smug Federal Reserve is saying, screw you, we're above the law. Well, we have a major political awakening and political realignment, and Trump has an incredible mandate. So I'm betting on Trump, Elon Musk, Dr. Ron Paul, and the American people. Great job, Ron Paul, for your tireless fight.
But right now we have a challenge to this, and before, in a way, we want those investigating to be bipartisan too, and that is look at both sides of it. And Chris mentioned this already. You got to look at both sides because, in a way, it was built that way. So it isn't going to be unique. 10 people in one party, they were able to control this. So it's sort of a conditioning, and probably USAID and other things where the government controlled the media, got the people to go to sleep. Oh yeah, you can do that, but you're going to have to cut back on your Social Security and all that scare us. What about a war? They're about ready to invade us. We have to go scare people to death. And this is something that I think that is we seem to have a chance maybe to wake up the people, because even as though we aim our target at the politicians and those in office, who's in the Federal Reserve and all, but it is an attitude. It's a philosophic attitude, and I love the statement that was made a long time ago that if it's an idea whose time has come, ideas are so powerful you can't stop it. And I think of our revolution to start our country. It was an idea whose time had come, and they were leaders to do that. And I think right now, what we're seeing here, the part that we like, what's going on, I hope this all represents an idea that is prevailing.
Shit's getting audited.
President Trump's been fighting.
Fucking accept it. Alex Jones in the fucking gym. Nerds are mad about it. Nerds are upset about it.
Gender-affirming care, President Trump signed an executive order stopping the funding for that medical treatment. Bria Jones in the newsroom with how the family plans to take action. Bria?
Well, Ted, the executive order was signed into law last week. It aims to end federal support for gender transitions for people under 19.
We don't want to see her backslide into such a dark space.
Sarah Mosconis is concerned for her daughter's mental health. This week, her 13-year-old's hormone therapy appointment at Children's Wisconsin was canceled.
On Friday, we received a call from Children's Hospital of Wisconsin telling us that they were no longer able to treat my daughter due to the executive orders passed by the current administration.
Mosconis does not wish to identify her child, but says she took the news hard.
It was huge and tremendously devastating for her. When we told her, she also had indicated that
put this bitch in prison.
Since the election, had anticipated that this could happen.
Mosconis showed up with these messages in her MyChart app. Her daughter was scheduled to start estrogen.
Who do I got to vote for
to further delay
that
her
has the balls to lock this woman
She
up?
just said, I just don't want to grow a beard, and I just don't want my voice to change. And we said to her, look, we're not going to let that happen to you.
Last week, President Donald Trump signed this executive order to protect children from chemical and surgical mutilation. It aims to cut federal funding for the, quote, so-called transition of a child from one sex to another for people 19 and under.
What happens now if you guys cannot get back on track with the care?
She will start going through her body's natural biological puberty, and that's irreversible.
Moscona says she's working with LGBTQIA support groups and considering legal action for her family.
I'm not trying to pick a fight with Children's Hospital of Wisconsin. I think they do great work. I need them to step up and do the right thing here.
We have been reaching out to Children's Wisconsin since Tuesday, but have not heard back. Attorney General Josh Call has joined a coalition to protect access to gender-affirming care. Ted, Kim.
Bree Jones in the newsroom for us tonight. Thank you.
Insane. But everybody knows you're doing it now. So you can't say it's not happening. Because it is. And you've lost this battle. The next step is to lock women like this up. To classify this as child abuse and to take these children away and lock these people up. Because they're literally, I mean, they're abusing these children. This is serious abuse. And eventually that's going to happen. I mean, they're going to take these children away from these women. These women all look the same. They all got the same look. It's obvious what's going on here. And once they lock a few of these women up and it's classified as child abuse, it'll be over. No one will be doing it anymore. It won't be trendy and cool anymore. No. And let's look at Harry. We are in a constitutional crisis because of Donald Trump and Elon Musk. They are ignoring court rulings they dislike and are instead just doing whatever they want. Hell yeah. If you can't see this truth, you're delusional. Not only do I see it, Harry. Not only do I see it, Harry, I fucking agree with it, Harry. I love it, Harry. I hope they defy these faggot ass court orders and they keep fucking you up, Harry. I hope they audit so much that you stop posting because them checks stop coming, Harry. Oh no, they're really fucking shit up when you stop fucking posting. Because that means they got your check. They cut that check. We probably pay this faggot to post this faggot shit. It's all going to come out. That's why he's mad. He's like, oh. This is why you fail with young men. I mean, this is your guy that you put out there. I want Trump and Elon to defy the orders. The orders are don't audit the government. You can't do that. Yes, we can do it. Fuck out of here. Nobody's going to listen, Harry. What are you going to do, Harry? You're going to come stop it yourself? You ain't going to do nothing, Harry. None of you are going to do a goddamn thing about it. You're going to sit there and hope and pray that some CIA motherfucker shoots him or something. That's what you're praying for. You wake up every day thinking about it. Guarantee it. I mean, they're going, look.
3 weeks into.
By the way, nobody's watching CNN. Nobody watches this. It gets posted on Twitter and people laugh at it. That's where you're at. This is a clown show. And they're on there talking about a constitutional crisis because the government's getting audited and wasteful spending is being cut. And people are supposed to get upset about it. Even though they run fucking polls and the polls tell them, the fucking polls they run tell them that people support it. But they still sit on here and go, oh my God. And more people turn it off. More people say, I ain't watching this shit. I mean, goddamn, what are they crying about? We're crying.
We are 3 weeks into the second Trump presidency, 3 weeks, and tonight there are warnings that the U.S. is dangerously close to a constitutional crisis. Now, the first shoe on this dropped when a federal judge today said the White House is defying his order to unfreeze billions of dollars in federal aid, marking the first time that we've had a judge expressly accuse the Trump administration of ignoring a court ruling. And in a separate case today, federal employees here in
Fuck
Washington
yeah.
told a judge that the administration
Yes. Defy the court orders. Yes. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined that I knew Democrats would play this game with these judges and shit and do all this gay shit. But never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined that Trump would just go, I'm gonna do it anyway, fuck you. Nah, do something about it. Yes. I want to be mad about that. Yes.
was defying
Hell with you.
another order by not reinstating workers who had been put on leave. Now, this all has
Fuck yes. He should just straight up fire the motherfuckers. Hell with leave. Fire them. I don't want leave. I don't want paid leave, motherfucker. Fire them. Send them the fuck home.
prominent Democrats and many of the nation's top constitutional scholars declaring that the U.S. is on the brink of a reckoning. The Trump Justice Department.
Fuck yeah. That's what we need. A reckoning. Yes. Yes.
Says the president should have the authority to decide how to run the government and that these judges are overreaching. And some of the president's allies say the judges should not be judging any of the moves to shrink the federal government.
Yes.
We are 3 weeks into the second Trump
Fuck yeah. Everything you said, yes. Hell yes. See, these people are lost. Let me tell you why these people are lost right now. Because they say all this shit, and they're expecting you to do what you've always done. See, usually you would go, oh, come on. No. Trump's not doing that. We ain't doing that no more. Now it's like, yeah, he is doing that. Go fuck yourself. I hope he keeps doing it. I hope he defies more court orders. I mean, quite frankly, if he put you in prison, I wouldn't even say nothing. If he sent you to Guantanamo Bay, I wouldn't even give a shit. That's where I am. So, I don't know what you expect. No, people's not debating you motherfuckers anymore. People don't, people's not trying to argue with you. You're trying to guilt trip. Oh my God, he's defying the court orders. Remember when they gave a court order for Biden for the student loans and he just defied it and the liberals were like, yeah, fuck him. Biden should just do it. Seen so many liberals over the last 4 years saying, Biden should just do it. Just do it. All right, well, we elected a guy that's just going to do it. Go fuck yourself. I saw you saying that. So I'm like, hell yeah. That's what you wanted your guy to do. And a lot of times he did shit. He was trying to put him in prison. He tried to kill him, all kinds of shit. So, God damn. I mean, you tried to kill Trump. I mean, all bets are off at this point. You want to cry because some nerd got fired from his fake government job. You tried to kill Trump. You tried to take everybody. Keep talking about democracy. You tried to take everyone's vote away. You tried to say, nah, you ain't getting the vote for this guy. We're going to kill him. So it's over now. Nobody cares about your tears. Imagine thinking people care about your tears at this point in time. Brian Shelter. And yes, remote work is over. It's time to go back to the office. Get over it. Get over it. And that looks like a fake video. This shit out of here. Quit making these fake fucking videos with your actors.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They're pedophiles. They rape kids. They're evil. They want to hurt you. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. That's what I've been saying. They not like us. We know you're evil, globalists. Telling the public, they not like us. 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 Klaus Schwab not like us. King Charles not like us. Barack Obama. They are not like us. And there's double meaning to that. They not like us. They don't like us, and they're not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They're not with us. They not like us.
What the fuck?
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
What the fuck is going on? What is going on? Pizza's cooking. I'm about to eat that bitch.
Have said that by freezing it, it's giving big banks and giant corporations the green light to small families.
Pocahontas, the faker. That was set up to destroy people. She used that as her little personal agency to go around and destroy people. And she's a fake. Just like she said she was an Indian, and she wasn't an Indian. You have more Indian blood in you than she has. She went to college based on the fact that she was an Indian. She got jobs based on the fact that she was an Indian. She's a fake. That was set up to destroy some very good people, and it worked. I mean, it worked. A lot of great people. I'll tell you, before I ever heard the term, people would come up to me in the Midwest and areas that say, "Sir, I'm being destroyed by them." They use that to destroy people. She's a nasty woman. She's a really nasty woman, despite her phony beer commercial.
She's a nasty bitch.
No,
That's what he ought to say.
We did the right thing. That was
She's a
very
nasty
important
ass
thing to get rid of.
bitch. Let me tell you.
And it was also a waste. I mean, number one, it was a bad group of people running it, but it was also a waste. If you looked at when she really ran it, wow, that was a vicious group of people. They really destroyed a lot of people.
And you can confirm it's your goal is to have it totally eliminated,
I
the
would
agency?
say, yeah, because we're trying to get rid of waste, fraud, and abuse.
Shut these fucking places
And
down.
didn't I hear that somebody made like $38 million or something running
Consumer
a little agency?
protection.
What was her name?
Yeah, I bet it
What
is.
was her name?
Shut it
And
all
what did
down.
she do? And what was
I bet it's
that all
protected
about?
me.
All the
Shut
money
that
that she
shit
made.
down.
Does anybody know?
You think I'm some
Yeah,
fucking
Brian, go
retard?
ahead.
You call something consumer protection, and I'm supposed to fall for it and say, "Oh, they're protecting me." I know what they're actually fucking me. That's the reality. Nobody's fucking the consumer more than the consumer protection people. I guarantee it. I guarantee. If we looked into it, if we dug deep, guarantee it. I'm not even gonna waste my time digging into it because I already know. I already know. Quite obvious. That's what these people do. They like name something, like they name it something, and it does the opposite. Inflation Reduction Act causes inflation. Inflation goes up. Good job. Inflation Reduction Act. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Once you figure that out, you're gonna be going places. Figure out that's all bullshit. All my life I had to fight. All my life I had to fight. Some dude called into Jesse Lee Peterson's show today. Some black dude, he was pissed. He was pissed about all that shit. Man was pissed. I'll look at him. Oh my God. Oh, it's the Super Bowl. The FBI leaked that ICE raid. His FBI agents are going to prison. This guy ain't fucking playing with you. Don't you understand?
Tom Homan. Tom,
This guy's going to deport motherfuckers. Get out of his fucking way.
Well, look, we think it's coming from inside, and we know the first leak of Aurora is under current investigation. We think we
It's time to make
identified
an
that
example
person,
out of those agents with
under
life in
investigation
prison.
right now.
Actually,
The
execute them. Try
California
them for
leak,
treason, execution.
Secretary Noem,
That'll send a fucking
she's
message.
correct.
I ain't
Some
playing
of the
with you.
information we're receiving tends
Enough.
to lead toward the
Stand
FBI.
down, nerd.
But I talked to the Deputy Attorney General all this weekend. They've opened up a criminal investigation. And they
We've
have
opened up a
promised that
criminal
not only does this
investigation.
person
We're going to
lose their
find you.
job and lose their pension,
Your ass
they're
is
going to go to
done.
jail. They're going to criminally prosecute. So we're all over it. We got
Tom
I'm
Homan.
going to execute you, but you're going to fucking prison. You're going to prison. Think that dude's playing with you? My God.
You know, it seems the first days of this administration are like a no-huddle offense. You know, plays going down the field one after another. There's a long list of things you've already got done in 3 weeks. Big border policy changes, ICE crackdowns on criminals, taking biological men out of women and girls sports, big energy policy changes. So what's different with you and your administration? The difference between the 45th president and the 47th president?
Well, with the 45th, I had tremendous opposition, but I didn't know people, and I didn't have the kind of support that I needed. I put people in office, some really great ones, but I had some that I wouldn't have put. I would have, known better if it were a couple of years later, or if I had a little more experience in D.C. I was a New York person, not a D.C. person. And I had a lot of opposition. I just noticed, I looked on the stage for the recent inauguration, and I'm looking, it's like a who's who of Washington. Well, if you look on the stage for the first one, it was just the opposite.
My fellow.
Well, what else happened in that? What else does motherfucker do today? These people are dorks. Oh, yeah, he got rid of the penny. They ain't gonna make no more pennies. Cost too much. Here we go. Trump fires entire board of visitors for the Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard. Trans-military enlistment haunted, and all military-funded gender-related medical procedures are frozen. Internet's favorite Doge staffer is now working in the State Department, has official government email. FEMA official who authorized $59 million to house illegals will be fired. CFPB website no longer exists. In fact, CFPB pretty much no longer exists. Trump approval is the highest it's ever been, +8 with independents, and even 26% of Democrats approving. Doge cancels over $1 billion of waste across various agencies. What a lot going on? Venezuela sending their own planes to fly their illegals back home. Trump is seriously going to make some of the 87,000 extra IRS agents go work for ICE. The FAA officially recognizes the Gulf of America and Mount McKinley on all data and charts. Susan Collins says she will vote for RFK Jr. 2,400 new Kennedy assassination records miraculously turned up by the FBI. Trump officially signs executive order to end dissolving paper straw nightmare. Trump appoints Rick Grenell as interim executive director of the Kennedy Center. Bill Cassidy and Lisa Murkowski surrendered to MAGA and will vote for Tulsi Gabbard. Virginia public and private schools both officially ban boys from competing in girls' sports. Trump imposes 25% tariffs on steel imports. PBS closes their DEI office and gets rid of their diversity officers. Tulsi Gabbard officially on the confirmation clock and should be DNI by Wednesday midnight-ish. RFK Jr. up next. Trump says if Hamas doesn't return all hostages by Saturday at noon, all hell will break loose. Some serious shit going on. It's gonna be a busy week. I'm getting slapped around. You nerds been getting slapped around. And gotta say the dumbest shit. Well, gotta sit on Twitter and type the dumbest shit ever typed. I'm telling you.
Take a deep breath for just a moment and ponder big balls. Take a deep breath.
Big balls.
Some of your plays have raised some questions and had some pushbacks. 19 states' attorneys general filed a lawsuit, and early Saturday, a judge agreed with them to restrict Elon Musk and his government efficiency team, Doge, from accessing Treasury Department payment and data systems. They said there was a risk of irreparable harm. What do you make of that? And does that slow you down on what you want to do?
No, I disagree with it 100%. I think it's crazy, and we have to solve the efficiency problem. We have to solve the fraud, waste, abuse, all the things that have gone in the government. You take a look at the USAID, the kind of fraud in there,
And you
where
found
the money's
significant
going.
things.
Well, we're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars of money that's going to places where it shouldn't be going, where if I read a list, you'd say this is ridiculous, and you've read the same lists, and there are many that you haven't even seen. It's crazy. It's a big scam. Now, there's some good money, and we can do that through any
Ain't no
one of a
filth
number.
on
I
my
think I'd
feed,
rather give it to Marco
T-West.
Rubio over at the State Department. Let him take care of the few good ones. So I don't know if it's kickbacks or what's going on, but the people, look, I ran on this, and the people want me to find it.
Exactly. I'll go sit down and hush.
The penny is gone.
Penny's gone. Is the nickel next?
What about the dime?
What about anything? Good luck. The penny is gone. The penny cost this government a lot of money. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Phasing out money, New World Order. Careful, T. West. The gays are loose. We'll put all these planes. Look at this. Put all these damn planes. What's going on with the planes? A lot of crashes, a lot of shit going on with these planes. I ain't getting on. I'm good. Damn. Hit that bitch. What is going on? The fuck? Think they'll bring them hostages back? Look at this shit. Oh, anonymous. I guarantee you they're the CIA. I guarantee it. I put money on it. The CIA runs anonymous. The funding will dry up soon, and I don't want to hear that shit no more.
I think Canada would be much better off being a 51st state.
You announced tariffs on Canada and Mexico. You immediately got action from both of them on border security and drug interdiction.
I did. A lot of action.
Is that good enough?
Expected.
Is that good enough?
No, it's not good enough.
So more needed in 30 days.
Something has to happen. It's not sustainable. And I'm changing it.
You know, the Prime Minister said this weekend to a group of Canadian businessmen, he was at a private meeting, he said that your wish for Canada to be the 51st state is a, quote, real thing. Is it a real thing?
Yeah, it is. I think Canada would be much better off being a 51st state because we lose $200 billion a year with Canada, and I'm not going to let that happen. It's too much. Why are we paying $200 billion a year, essentially in subsidy to Canada? Now, if they're a 51st state, I don't mind doing it.
Taking Canada. Taking it. It's over. God. Quit crying about the halftime show. Who gives a shit? Hands off our CFPB. Then they out there again crying. That's a new cry.
Wow, wow, wow. Look at this crowd. Elon Musk, where are you? Bring your ass over here so you can see who's here and what we're doing. We're not afraid of you. We know that you are the co-president now of the United States of America. But ladies and gentlemen, I want you to follow very
Dude,
closely.
it's so funny watching them. Like, their tactics are so obvious now. It's always been obvious to me, but it's so obvious. How can you not see it? They're trying to, like, Trump, Elon's the president. He's the co-president. Like, they're trying to divide Trump and Elon. Like, they're trying to, like, play to Trump's ego. Like, oh, it's actually Elon. Is Elon running that? It's not going to work because Trump knows that Elon's just doing what he told him to do. This stupid shit's not going to work. They got to come up with it. They have their tactics are done. This shit ain't working no more.
What he's doing and how he has done it.
Stop the billionaire grift. The irony. The irony and oh my God.
First of all, we're here at the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. What is it? This is so important. Prior to this being organized in the Dodd-Frank reforms, consumers didn't have any place to really file complaints. They didn't have anywhere to go when the biggest banks in America was ripping them off. The student loans were being undermined. They didn't have any place to go. Why does Elon Musk want to get rid of all of this? Because he's a thief. He's a gangster. He brings his billionaire friends along with him because they think that they can take
know it gotta be
over
cold out
this
there,
country.
too.
And Trump has said, you give me
Standing
enough
out there
money,
and
you
shit.
can have it.
Standing out there bitching. Too damn cold for that shit. Like 30-something degrees out there. They all standing out there. Too damn old to be out there anyway. You go home. They're crying because they defunded HIV medicine in Africa. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Bro, nobody cares, bro. Look at them. I mean, every day just crying.
Where do we draw the line with Donald Trump? What level of unfitness in a nominee? What level of unconstitutionality in an executive action? What level of abject disregard of our judicial system? What national security threat or risk will it take? What action could he commit where we would be joined by our Republican colleagues in saying we've had enough? Where is the line?
He could hang you. Let me say something. He could hang you on the White House lawn, and I wouldn't give a fuck.
When is an action too egregious or an appointment too absurd, a risk or threat that is too big? Where is the line?
I'm just saying.
Is it disobeying a lawful court order?
So I don't know what the line is. I guess it definitely ain't cutting the spending. That's not gonna. That ain't gonna do it.
Which this administration.
Because he could hang you. He could hang you on national television and put a crown on his head, and I'd go, fuck it. It's better than living under these crooked bastards. So if you think cutting the fake consumer protection, fake bullshit that probably did more harm than good, if you think that's the line, if you think defying your faggot court order, no, it's not gonna work.
Seems to be laying the groundwork to do. Is it confirming a patently unqualified FBI director who wants to close down FBI headquarters and makes music with felons who beat law enforcement?
Fuck yeah.
Is it a director of HHS who doesn't believe in vaccines?
Oh, they attack law enforcement. You hate law enforcement. You motherfuckers been talking to shit about cops for years. The only cops that they like are the January 6th cops. The rest of the cops are fucking terrible. But the January 6th cops are special. Fucking weird.
Scenes, or a director of national intelligence who has sought to undermine vital intelligence operations and whom the Russians and others viewed as aligned with them instead of with us. Where is the line? Because for me, that line has been crossed a long, long time ago.
That's too bad. That's too bad, Adam. That's too bad. Because nobody cares, Adam. I mean, they're melting down everywhere.
As we look at the developments that have happened in the last 48 hours, what are your concerns about this moment that we're at with the courts, with the president, and with this suggestion from two of his top advisors that maybe they defy the court's rulings?
Oh, yeah, defy it.
Yeah, listen, I mean, this isn't hyperbole to say that we are staring the death of democracy in the eyes right now. The centerpiece of our democracy is that we observe court rulings, criminal court rulings, civil court rulings, and constitutional court rulings. No one is above the law. And whether we like
Man,
it
she's
or
got
not,
a weird ass face. Look at her face.
care what the courts say.
What's going on?
I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. That's essentially the end of the rule of law, because if the president isn't bound by our laws and the Constitution, then why would anybody else be bound by our laws and the Constitution? This is a really dire moment.
Why's her nose look like
that?
that?
So far, they've been talking tough, but I think largely have complied with these court orders. I think there's going to be a question as to how well they've complied with the orders, but if they were to outright ignore an order, as J.D. Vance and Elon Musk are suggesting, that is maybe the greatest challenge to our democracy in any of our lifetimes.
But the democracy. I think her nose got broke or something. Because young Jill Biden, would you hit it? 1970s Jill Biden. Yeah, she ain't that bad. God, what were they crying about?
Yes. What about you, Anna? Okay, well, I don't do sports. I don't do football, so I wasn't watching the game. But listen, I think today Donald Trump is going to sign an executive order banning black people from halftime. Because you remember last week we were talking about... Yes. What about you, Anna? Okay, well,
so gay. God, it's the gayest shit. And everybody claps. So good. If I was fucking a bitch and she sent me this clip and she was like, he owned, did you see she owned? I would fucking block that bitch. There's a bunch of women in the crowd. This shit's gotta be fake. This is insane. No, these are the women that transition their kid. That's the type of women in this crowd. That they all clapped at them. What? He's gonna ban black people from halftime? How could he even do something like that? Why would he do that? What are you talking? What is this? Like, these people are so in a fantasy. There is no hope. They're in some weird fucking fantasy. Everything's got to be up. The reason people hate these halftime shows, I didn't watch it, but I'm assuming there was a big part of it about how we're fighting a revolution or something. You're not fighting a revolution. Okay? Give it a rest. With the black empowerment and all that shit. How about just do a concert? How about just go out there as a black man and put on a performance and stop fucking talking about being black for 5 minutes? Just stop. Just hush about that. Nobody cares about any of that. If I went out on a stage and did a performance and I just kept talking about how I was white and everything, people would call me fucking racist. They'd say I was a white supremacist or something. Eventually, this country has to have an honest conversation about all these black people, these black supremacists. And I think what we're seeing is not racism. People are not racist. Some people are, but a lot of people are not racist. They're seeing black supremacists and they don't like it because it's just another form of supremacy. It's all it is, just another form of different than white supremacy. It's some racial supremacy bullshit, and people don't like that, and that's what this shit is. And you've done so much of it that people hear anybody bring up that fact that they're black, and they just get that thought like, oh, this is another guy that's just fucking obsessed with race or whatever. Just gotta live in the world you've created. But that's why he's not gonna be. He'll never have a song as big as Not Like Us. He'll never have a song achieve that level of. That's it. His career has peaked, and the Super Bowl halftime show was kind of like the grand finale of that song, and uh, the whole thing. It's over. So the worst thing you can do, I didn't watch this shit, but worst thing you can do is go out there and start preaching about race and all that bullshit because you're trying to keep, some people don't want to be stars though, we used to have stars. We used to have real stars. And you didn't really know. I don't know who Michael Jackson voted for, bro. I don't know who the fuck he voted for. I don't know his politics. I don't. I can't ever think of a time I ever heard him talking about anything like that. Maybe he did, but I don't know. Because he was a star making music. He wasn't out there fucking being a goddamn, telling you to vote for Kamala Harris or some shit. People had sense enough just to, sell music and tickets and shut the fuck up about it. I mean, if you came out and supported something you supported, like, oh yeah, I'm against the war. And people said, oh yeah, he's a good guy, he's a good supporter. That's what you do when you're a star. You don't come out and say, oh yeah, I'm with Biden. Seen what it did to The Rock. He never recovered from that. All these people hating on The Rock, that's what it's about. And then he came out and was like, I'm sorry. And so he pissed off all those liberals. All the liberals that were like, oh, Rock's kind of cool. He rolled with Biden. All right. Turned around and was like, nah, fuck Biden. I shouldn't have voted for Biden. And then they said, ah, fuck him then. And the MAGA people were like, nah, he's a traitor. Fuck him. You can't go back to the MAGA people. They don't want you back. What a moron. What a blunder. Massive blunder. I mean, this shit's retarded. Look,
I don't
watch
do
it.
sports. I don't do football, so
Watch
I
this
wasn't
shit.
watching the game. But listen,
Like what she's about to say is so fucking funny that she's laughing thinking about it.
I think today Donald Trump is going to sign an executive order banning black people from halftime. Because you
Oh my God. I'm so sorry for these people because, like, they're getting slapped around every day. I tell you what this is, what we're seeing here. These people are getting slapped around. They're losing multiple times a day. They're getting on their phone multiple times a day, and they're seeing defeat. They're seeing L's. They're saying, fuck this motherfucker. They're pissed, okay? These TDS motherfuckers, they're pissed. When you look at your phone and you go, fuck yeah, they see that same thing and they go, that's fucking shit. They're mad as a motherfucker. They're losing constantly. So they're so fucking delusional. They're so fucking delusional that they are taking this halftime show and they're turning it into some type of victory against Trump. Boy, that halftime show, that sure showed Trump. That sure showed him. He's going to ban blacks from the halftime. We showed him with that halftime show. Like, these people are retarded, bro. These people are stupid as fuck. And the crowd's like, yeah, we got a victory. We got a victory on Sunday. At halftime of that Super Bowl, we got a finally. Fine. They thought they had a victory with the court orders. They're like, oh yeah, court order. And then Trump was just like, nah, I'm just going to defy them. Fuck them. I don't give a shit. I don't care. And they were like, oh, what? But the court. And then they're like, I see them. It's so fucking funny. They're like, if Biden would have done this, oh God, if Biden did this, you'd be mad about it. Yeah, I would. I would. You're right. But I don't care. Do you understand that you didn't care when I said that? When I said, hey, if Trump did this, you'd be mad about it. You went, whatever, it don't matter. I don't care. So now I don't care. Now I hope that Trump does all that shit. And so there's no need to bring up the hypocrisy and all that bullshit because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit if he defies a court order. And yes, I would if it was Biden doing it. I'm a hypocrite, just like you, just like your ass. I told you I'm playing your game. We're going to play your game. We're going to play by your rules. You don't have to give a shit about being a hypocrite. Why should I? Why should I care? You never cared. You start crying about the prices. Oh, the prices. Hey, for the last 4 years, you told me to stop crying about it. You told me the prices didn't go up. You told me it was all in my head. Oh my God. So shut up. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. As if Kamala Harris was going to get the prices down by now. As if she would have won the prices. I love this argument. That they're making. Oh, well, the prices, they're still up. Trump hasn't got them down yet. Oh my God. You expect me to believe Kamala Harris would have got them down? She's the one that got them up with Biden. So why would she get them down? See, that's the part they miss with their arguments. See, their arguments aren't well thought out. It's not well thought out. It's very low IQ arguments right now from these people. These people are clowns. I've never seen them so defeated. They're done. They got nothing. They got nothing to say, nothing to argue with. And the stuff they try to say, the ones that do try to buck up and say something, terrible arguments. Some of the worst I've ever seen. They're trying to convince you that it's a crisis that they're cutting spending. Oh my God. Well, I was relying on this government money to come. Well, that's your first mistake. You relied on the government. That's your first mistake. You don't need to rely on the government. No wonder everything's in debt. No wonder the government's in debt. It's paying for all kinds of shit. It's paying for some guy's education in Burma. It's paying for this guy's farm. It's paying every damn thing. Paying for you to eat, paying your rent. You want it to pay your student loans. I mean, Jesus Christ. How about you just pay your own bills? How about you figure out how to make some money and pay your own bills and stop trying to steal it from everybody else? Theft. Taking it out of their check. Go beg on the street. That's more honorable. Stand on the side of the road with a sign and ask for money is more honorable than begging the government to pay for it. Because when you get the money on the street, some guy gave that to you. He wanted to. He didn't steal it from you. Didn't steal his wallet. He gave you that money. And he left feeling better about himself. He said, I'm a decent person. I gave that bum $10. Shit. Not so bad. Hell. People just passing him. I pulled on, gave him 10. And yeah, he's gonna probably go buy weed with it. Who cares? He probably needs to smoke a blunt. He's out here on the fucking side of the road, begging for change. Let the man get high. Fuck it. Why his life probably suck. Probably lives in a tent down by the river. I'd rather live in a tent down by the river in America than live in some of these fucking shithole countries that these people flee and rush over the border from. I'll tell you that right now. Uh-oh, T. West was right. Get that out of here. That woman's ass out of here. Get it off. Get it out of here. They say Tulsi Gabbard gets confirmed tomorrow. What do you say? Hamas got till Saturday? Gonna be a busy week. Gonna be a busy fucking week. And oh, they banned paper straws. Who gives a shit? We're crying. Quit fucking crying. They're just like, this is not true. I see them on Twitter all day. This is not true. What Elon's saying is not true. Well, you're freaking out about something, I tell you that.
The past 5 days, we've decreased the number of open cases by almost 80%. President Trump is ensuring that communities aren't forgotten, and he launched the first major initiative to connect farmers with recovery assistance as well. Today, I had the chance to spend some time with Mark, who's a micro farmer.
And Trump's getting this shit done. Enough of this shit. It's a joke. These nerds over in England can't even crack a fucking bottle open. Get this filth off the timeline. God damn. Bitch got shot in the foot. Pete Buttigieg crying. Anyway, I'm about to go to bed. Fuck, it's 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. We get it, black people. Hey, man, we get it. You're black. We get it. You're black. Okay? We get it. Everybody gets it. You're black. You're cool. We get it. You can quit telling us about it. We can see you. We know you're black. You can quit telling us about it. And we know that you've created things and you helped build the country and all that. We know that. Now, enough. We get it. We get it. Get it. I'm telling you, we get it. We get it. T West, we get it. You're black. We get it. 100% we get it. It's just weird, you know? Like, imagine if I got on here every day and I was just like, I'm white. I'm a white guy. White, you know? A whiteness. Like, I find it weird when these racist people, they'll be like, white people built this country. Okay, man, we get it, bro. I know you built the country. Everybody built a country. We get it. Here's the thing. None of you built anything. That's the funny part about it. You didn't do shit. Some motherfuckers a long time ago did some shit. But you personally, what have you built? Nothing. You ain't built shit. You ain't built a damn thing. White, black, whatever. You ain't built nothing. So why don't you shut up? I'm so tired of hearing about what everybody built when they ain't built a damn thing. You're like 20 years old. You ain't built shit. My ancestors. I can't stand people that live off their ancestors. I can't stand it. I can't stand people that bring up their fucking people from 100 years ago, like they knew them or some shit. Let me tell you something. If the person if your great 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 grandfather, or we don't even got to go that far back. If you're like great great grandfather, or even the great grandfather, came out of a time machine and met your ass, he slapped shit out of you. He'd think you were the biggest dork on the planet. He'd be ashamed of what has happened to the bloodline, his bloodline. You wouldn't like it if these people came to a time machine and you wouldn't like what they had to say. You wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like it. White people wouldn't like it, what them white people got to say, and you wouldn't like what the black people got to say about you. You wouldn't like it. They'd want to go back to their time. They'd be like, put me back in this motherfucker. I'm getting out of here. These people are fucking weird. I don't know what gender they are, all kinds of weird shit going on. Nobody'd want to stay here and deal with it. They'd be getting right back in there, going back. Take my chances back then. Quit living off the memory of people that would probably think you're a fucking faggot. They'd kill all of us. That's what they do. They'd kill all of us and take over. They'd say, hell yeah, we'll live in this time with all this technology. You get these people out, get these fucking weird motherfuckers out of here. These weak, weird motherfuckers. Get them out of here. Your granddaddy beat the shit out of you and he'd have you working. He'd whip you into shape real quick. You think you out there twerking in the street, you think they'd say, oh hell yeah. Nah, they'd say, what the fuck is this?